Hey guys, welcome back to the garage and to another bench talk. I almost let the week slip away from me without getting one of these in, guys, but I wanted to come in here real quick, touch base on you where I'm at with the projects currently that I got going on the bench, making a little bit of progress there. Also, I've been prepping, getting ready for the show this weekend. It's coming up here Saturday, and that is LT 21st Annual Model Car Show. That's August 24th. At New Hope Christian Center at 2240 Beatty Road in Elida, Ohio. Great show, guys. I did some footage of that last year. Plan on getting some more footage of that this year. Hopefully, we'll have that posted before the weekend is up. But this is a great time. Once again, there's all the classes. So if anybody's in this area, Northwest, West Central Ohio, even Fort Wayne, not that much of a drive from Fort Wayne, about 70 miles east, would be a nice little trip, but say just have a really good time, meet a lot of good people, get to catch up with fellow builders, share ideas, and maybe even do some trading around there at the swap meet. So it's a really good time. There's some pictures of some stuff from last year. So that is coming up this Saturday. I did get myself a vendor's table this year. I'm kind of thin through the stash a little bit. I dug out about 20 kits that I'm going to try to sell there or trade, or however that should happen to go down. So that's coming up, guys. So I'm getting ready for that. So again, if you're in this area, you want to stop out, we'll be glad to see you. Now I've got no vintage kit for this week, but hopefully next week I'll have another kit on the table, and we'll go back to somewhat of a normal routine here on the bench talk. Real quick here, I got a mail call. First one here, shop card from John over at Left Handed Models. Very nice builds here. He's got a great channel. If you guys have not stopped over there at Left Handed Models, please go do. As I always say, with this community, you won't be disappointed in any way, shape, or form. Look at that little rup right there. That is so cool. So John sent me a shop card in the mail, and he also sent me this alternate shop card here, one just of a little bit longer. So that's got some really nice pictures on there. So John, thank you. Thank you for the shop cards. I appreciate it so much. And I did get mine out to you. I would assume you would have it by now, but if not, it is on its way. So I apologize for the delay on getting that out to you, but it is coming. And next, got a card here from Red Scale Scrapyard. Now I did already have a shop card from Red over there, but this is in response. I actually was one of the winners on his giveaway for his 500 subs, I believe. And actually, I won a little bag of shifters, and it looks like some velocity stacks in there. So we'll pull this open here real quick. Let's just take a look at those up just a little bit closer. Tricky bag there. So let's just see what we got in here. Yeah, check that out. Be nice for a nice little custom job right there. A nice little shifter there. Pretty cool. And then looks like some velocity stacks. So pretty neat. So thank you, Red. Thank you for putting on the giveaway. I appreciate that, and I was surprised to see that I won these parts. And guys, I'm going to put these back in the bag. I'll be right back. All right, I want to get them back in the bag here before I lost any of those little parts. So Red, thank you, guys. If you've not checked out Red, go visit Red's Scrapyard. He's got his email right there on the card, and go check out Red. Good guy in the community. I got another new little pointer. So I can have me a second little pointer there. So great guy. Check them out, both of these guys. Like I said, you won't be disappointed either which way you go. So with that takes care of the mail call. And then we'll get into some of these projects here real quick, and we'll try to get out of here fairly quick tonight. First one, the senior group build. And guys, I tend to give updates on this. I tend to keep forgetting to say this, and I don't mean to, but if I don't write things down, I tend to forget it. This the GMC Astro 95. This is the group build, the memory group build, memorial, I guess you'd say, group build for Terry Thacker from Hobby Barn. And it is hosted by Brian at Fuels Models and Fred Henry from West Georgia Rods and Custom. So I want to make sure I get those guys' names out there. And they're both of their links, all of these links, guys, will be in the description of the video. So be sure you go check those guys out too. We appreciate them putting this group build on. And nice thing for me, it's an open-ended group build, so there's no end date. So it's perfect for me because I tend to build a little slow. But nonetheless, this is the progress so far, guys. I got some, so I'm just going to lightly weather this, so nothing crazy. Just did some light dirtying up on that, on those axles there. So it looks like it's got a few little bit of miles on it. I got this pipe here, somewhat weathered up there. I just opted to go with a single exhaust on this one. Most of my other rigs I've built have all had dual stacks. So I thought, well, let's just be a little different and go with single on this one. Now, the only issue I had with this, and again, it's an old AMT rig, so it would not be the same if there was no issues with this. It would just take all the fun out of it, let me tell you. But was this shifter mount here. Now, I may have not done this correctly to begin with, but I made it work. I just kind of opened that up where it goes around that manifold. Right there, you can see that. And then I just opted to mount the shift plate, would have actually set up here. I just actually opted to mount that right to the cab floor. So it's in there right there. So on my version, when you tilt the cab, the shifter will go with it, which is perfectly fine with me. That doesn't bother me at all. But I wanted to make sure that plate lined up good when everything was assembled. So when that goes together, it'll set something like that, and then everything will be lined up together. So that'll make for a nice looking truck there. But anyway, that's about where we're at. But I got the engine dirtied up there just a little bit more. I got this bracket for this fuel filter. I ended up getting it painted the green color, and we're moving right along on that. I dirtied up the wheels just a little bit. Like I said, I didn't want to go too crazy. I still have to do the center caps, paint them red, and put those center caps on there as well. So, but that's coming along, guys. It's always fun building a big rig. They are a challenge, but they're very, very rewarding when you're done. So whatever you go through putting them together, you can enjoy it when it's done. So that is the update on the senior group build. Again, I'll make sure I say that, hosted by Brian from At Fuels Models and Fred Henry, West Georgia Rods and Customs. Go check all those guys out, if you would please. And then finally here, guys, real quick, the custom Ford that we're building. It was my goal to use the entire 99 Mustang chassis, engine, drivetrain, everything in this 57 Ford. And guys, I think it's going to happen. I got this setting upside down because I do not have any of this attached yet. I want to make sure this fits right, and then I'll paint it, and then I'll attach it, and there'll be like a permanent attachment there. I did have to shorten up those CV shafts. Again, they are just loose in there, so nothing's lining up correctly yet. But this is kind of the look that we're going to go for, and if it'll all stay together. So you can see that look right there. That's what I'm going for. I haven't decided if I'm going to try to find some custom skirts for this or just leave it go as it is. But I appreciate all the comments on this, guys. You guys have kind of in the comments kind of pushed me to go for using this cradle and everything, and I'm finally figuring it out. Now, it may not be like in the real world, like, well, you wouldn't be able to use it like that in the real world, but in the model car world, man, it's looking perfect and it's fitting just right. So still have to maybe make a little adjustment to move this forward a little bit where it needs to go, but it's actually not looking too bad. So once I can get that all, when I know where it's going to go, then I'll get that primed and painted and get that whole chassis pan painted, and we should be able to have a permanent setting suspension on this classic Ford. And then the next thing will be when I get the chassis wrapped up and the engine and everything in there, which route I'm going to take with it as far as the paint and stuff. And something else that I might like to do, I might want to try to use, and I don't know if I'm going to risk cutting these out now that I've got all this body work done. This is kind of an afterthought, but I thought of maybe cutting some of this out and integrating the Mustang fender wells in here so we can have those strut towers in here, which would be actually perfect for that, because it would be the way that setup is actually naturally supposed to be. Otherwise, we'll just have to use our imagination on that as far as that goes. So, but that's where we're at, guys, on that. Again, not a whole lot to cover on this update, as I have been getting ready for the show, and like I said, getting my cars rounded up as far as to what I'm taking and things like that. So that's going to be an exciting time this weekend. It's always a good time there. We have a lot of fun. Like I said, meet some new people and catch up with some old friends as well. So with that, guys, that's all I've got. Again, thank you, John, for the shop card. I appreciate that so much. And thank you, Red. Thank you, Red, for the giveaway. Like I said, I was glad to be able to win one of those on your giveaway there. So I want to thank you. So again, guys, before I start rambling endlessly here, which I, like I said, so many times tend to do, that's just part of my makeup, I guess. Anyway, if you guys like the video, please give me a like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you, subscribers. I appreciate it so much. And thank you guys that watch my videos faithfully. So until next time, this is Eric from Eric's Model Garage saying you guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.